Welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Craft, and today we're going to start part 1 of the Linked Crochet Mystery Crochet Along for May 2024. And if you're watching this as a replay, no worries, the pattern is still available. You will see a link down below in the description that has the link to the pattern so you can access it at any time. You have a couple of options to access the pattern. First, you can view it for free on my website. You can scroll all the way down. First, you're going to see some intro, material list, etc., and then you see the written instructions for this pattern. So see the link down below for that. And if you prefer the ad-free option, which some of you guys prefer, which is no problem at all, you can join the Crochet Club, my membership. You have a few different options to join this membership. You can become a trial member for 7 days and only get access to this mystery crochet along. And the moment you are signing up, you also get access to the group where there's hundreds of video tutorials saved in the Facebook group. And that's where I'm also going live every single week and teaching you exactly what you want to be taught. Once the trial's over, you automatically enter the full membership, and you can also become a full member right away as a monthly, quarterly, or annual member. You will immediately, as a full member, get access to over 400 ad-free patterns and a lot more resources than you would as a trial member. So grab your pattern and get seated and let's get going. But first, check out the material list because you're going to need a few items. We will have 3 colors for this mystery crochet along. You may need an additional thing or 2 at the very end, but no worries, you will likely have that at home. For the entire mystery crochet along, you're going to need green, white, and pink. I used these colors right here from We Crochet. This is Brava worsted yarn, and I use pink, but you do not have to use pink. You can also use red, which is also very common for this type of pattern, or yellow, which is more unique, but it's possible. I recommend sticking to those colors so that way you have a beautiful result at the very end. And we're going to use a 5mm hook for this pattern, so go get that ready. The gauge is not very important here, so I recommend sticking with either 5mm or the hook size that you prefer using with worsted yarn. So again, gauge doesn't matter too much here, okay? So follow the pattern along and you'll be fine. Plus, you're going to learn a lot about linked crochet in this mystery crochet along. So if you've ever wanted to learn about linked crochet, this is for you. So let's get started with the pattern. We're going to start with a magic ring, and this is how I like to do mine. I'll make like an X, use my hook, pull it through, adjust everything, and then put my ring finger into the loop and hold it tight, make 1 chain just that everything holds in place, and adjust accordingly. You can totally also just do a chain instead and then add on to it and then put everything in that first chain, okay? We're going to start with linked double crochet stitches. So you're going to need 2 chains in total, okay? And you're going to use that as your foundation. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you pretty much know that I usually do not do chains and start with an alternative turning chain. Well, for linked crochet, it's actually better and smoother if you start with a chain and connect to it. It looks much better and cleaner that way. So just keep that in mind. So I make a chain of 2. I'm going to insert my hook into the first chain I made. So second chain from the hook, okay? Yarn over and pull through. That is my yarn over for the double crochet. But because we're linking it, we need to go into one of those chains and connect to it. So again, that's the yarn over for the double crochet. Now I'm inserting it into the ring, yarn over and pull through. Okay, now my 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So now you made your very first linked double crochet. Okay, now if you hold it like this, so it's like a vertical double crochet but linked right to that chain, to the 2 chains that you had made here. Now you're going to see that horizontal bar here in between, okay, like literally in the center of your double crochet. That's the horizontal bar we're going to use, okay? You're going to insert your hook into that, right, like this, then yarn over and pull through. Again, that is your yarn over for the double crochet. Now insert it into the ring, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So now you see that horizontal bar again. So you're going to use that horizontal bar here over and over again until you have 12 linked double crochet stitches in this first round. So let's do that. So just keep going the same way. Keep inserting it into that horizontal bar, then yarn over and pull through, into the ring, yarn over and pull through, and finish it up like a double crochet. And you're going to do that for the entire round until you have 12 double crochet stitches that are all linked together. And once you're done, it's going to look like this. Now, if you're not sure about counting these stitches and you're confused with the top because we have a chain over here, you can also just count your horizontal bars, okay? So we have the chain here on the side, okay? So that doesn't count as any stitch. So here's stitch 1, okay? So we have here the horizontal bars. You can count those as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then that is 12 stitches for the first round. And once you have your 12, you're just gonna close up your ring, pull tight, and you can weave in that end later, no problem at all. So here's now the little issue, okay? And it's not per se an issue, but some may consider it as an issue. So you need to now connect to the very first stitch, and all the stitches are linked, but when you connect now to the first one, you will have a little bit of a gap. That is fine, okay? What I like to do is I like to use my yarn end at the end and weave through it to close up the gap. Now you could somehow connect it over if you wish and make it in a way where the last stitch directly connects to the first stitch if you wanted to. But I personally think, especially for beginners, and there's a lot of beginners in this mystery crochet along, I want to make sure that you understand the stitches, you understand the increases, etc. So let's make it easy, okay? Except that there's going to be a little gap. Let me show you what I'm talking about in a second. And we're just going to weave in, we're going to weave through it in the end. Okay. So here's what you're going to do is you're going to pull this up. I'm going to show you a hidden slip stitch because it's going to make it look a little nicer. Okay. So pull this up. And you're now going to go to the first stitch, which should be this one, but you can confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's actually this one, excuse me. So there we go. It's that one right there. So what you're going to do is you pull this up. You're going to insert your hook right here from the back to the front, and you're going to pull that loop back. So it's more of a relocation of your loop, but it's considered an invisible slip stitch. So if you now look closely, you will see that there's a little bit of a gap in between. It's going to be more obvious for the next rounds, but in the beginning, you may not see it just as well, okay? So let me now show you the next round. And the cool thing is you're not only going to learn here linked double crochet stitches, but you're also going to learn how to do the increases with linked double crochet. So let's go to the next round, and you're going to make a chain of 2 again. So that starts out every single time the same way for linked double crochet, and you're going to insert again your hook into the second chain from the hook, okay, and yarn over and pull through. That is your yarn over for the double crochet. Now insert it into the very first stitch, yarn over and pull through, and finish it up like a double crochet. Now let's do this again as we did before. You go into that horizontal bar, yarn over and pull through, and now we're going to do increases, okay? So for every stitch you're going to need 2 linked double crochet stitches. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook again into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through. So again, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So all the stitches are connected with each other, but you're going to place 2 linked double crochet stitches into every stitch, which means by the end of the round you're going to have 24 stitches, as we started out with 12 on the very first round. So let's keep going. So you, instead of doing your yarn over first, you're going to insert it into those horizontal bars, yarn over and pull through, go into the next stitch now, yarn over and pull through, finish it up like a double crochet, and then repeat. Okay, you will have 2 linked double crochet stitches per stitch all the way around. So I'll see you back here at the end of the round. So now let's go into the next round, but first we need to do our slip stitch. So I prefer the invisible slip stitch. So I pulled out my hook from my loop, insert my hook into the very first stitch that was made in that round, and now pull that loop back like so. And what you're now going to see is you're going to see that gap that I was talking about. Okay, so don't worry about it. We are going to weave our yarn end at the very end all the way through, so that way it closes up that gap and you don't have to worry about it. I personally think that's the cleanest way to do it. But again, if you feel like you find another way to do it, then go for it. But I'm going to focus on the beginners here to make sure everyone is good to go. So we're now going into the next round, as I said, and we're going to start the same way with a chain of 2. Insert the hook into the second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through. And now you go into the very first stitch and yarn over and pull through. Again, we're going to make a linked double crochet stitch here. The entire project for part 1 only, you're going to do linked double crochet. Okay, so everything is linked double crochet. And the very first stitch is 1 stitch, and the next stitch we're going to do 2. Okay, they're all linked double. So once you have 2 stitches made the same way, so they all linked double crochet, right? So you have 1, then 2. Now you're going to repeat that. Okay, so the next stitch will be 1, and then a following stitch will be 2 again. And now you're going to repeat that until the end of the round. So it's 1, then 2, 1, then 2, all the way around. By the end of the round, again, make sure you do your slip stitch. I prefer the invisible slip stitch. And then we're going to go into the next round. And the next round, you start again with a chain of 2. Insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through. And then insert it into the very first stitch, yarn over and pull through, and make your linked double crochet. Okay, so that's 1. In the next stitch, you're going to do another linked double crochet. And then in the following stitch, you're going to do 2 linked double crochets. And now we're going to repeat that. So in 2 stitches, you're going to crochet 1 each. Okay, so 1 linked double crochet, 1 linked double crochet, then 2 linked double crochets. And you're going to do this all the way around. So it's always 1, 1, and then 2. And if you look closely, you're actually going to see a little trick here, which is really nice. You're going to see in the previous round, here was the increase right here. And then we made an increase right on top. So if you don't want to count, you can easily just look where your increases were. And that way you know exactly where to do it. So here it would be 1 linked double crochet, and then here's that increase. So right on top of it, you're going to make another increase. So then 1, 1, increase, 1, 1, increase, and so forth all the way around. Once you finish the round, again, make sure you do your slip stitch, and then we go into the following round. In the following round, you're going to crochet 3 linked double crochets in a row, and then you're going to do the increase. So let's do that. So 1, 2, and 3 linked double crochets in a row. The first one is connected to the chain of 2 that we made. So 1, 2, 3. And the next one is the increase. So again, it's on top of the previous increase, so it's easy to remember. Once you're done, you're now going to continue doing that same pattern all the way around. So it is 1 linked double crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then an increase, and then all the way around until the end, and finish with a slip stitch. At the end of the round, again, slip stitch, as I said, and now we're going to go into the following round. You're going to make again a chain of 2. And you're now going to start again linked double crochet stitches. This time you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the increase. Okay, so we're adding 1 extra linked double crochet to this repeat. So we have 4 in a row. and then the increase. And now you're going to repeat that until the end of the round. And then we only have one more round to go. All right, it's time for the very last round. We're again starting with a chain of 2, and we're going to insert our hook into the second chain from the hook, as well as the first stitch after doing a yarn over and finishing up like a double crochet. We're now going to do 4 more, so there will be 5 linked double crochets in a row. And then we're going to do the increase. And now you're going to repeat this for the entire round, and you're going to finish up with a slip stitch. So again, 1 linked double crochet per stitch for the next 5 stitches, and then an increase. Do this all the way around. And once you're done, it's going to look like this. So leave this alone for just now because we need a little bit more green until we fix this a little bit of opening right there. So leave it alone as that. Do not cut your yarn at this stage. We finished part 1 of this Linked Crochet Mystery Crochet Along. Now it's time for you to take a picture of your part 1, which hopefully is in green. Any green should be fine. And take a picture of it and post it into the Facebook group called Crocheting with Nicki. Use this hashtag right here. That way I can find your picture in the group of over 45,000 members, and I can celebrate you that you finished part 1. I'm really excited that you're part of this Linked Crochet Mystery Crochet Along, and we're going to start very soon with part 2 in a couple of days. So if you're watching as a replay, you should see the video pop up right here. If not, just stay tuned and you will see it shortly after. So remember, we're going to have some giveaways at the very end. So if you finish your pattern, you automatically entered into the giveaway if you post your pictures on time. And I will have more information on that in part 3. So stay tuned and let's get ready for part 2 after you finish part 1. I'll see you in the next part. But hang on, I gotta tell you something. Did you sign up for the membership? Because you're going to have all of my patterns ad-free. The Crochet Club is the place to be. You can join as a monthly, quarterly, or annual member, get over 400 ad-free patterns, and hundreds of video tutorials. You get me on a weekly basis teaching you exactly what you want to be taught through a live video tutorial. Plus, we meet on a monthly basis. It is the place to be if you want to learn everything step by step in a lot of detail and have a lot of fun with it. Now remember, you want to like, comment, and share this video with your crochet friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification the next time I publish a video or go live. You sure don't want to miss it. And there's a video right here. Are you going to watch it? I hope you do. It's one of mine. The more you watch one of my videos, the more you help me be distributed on YouTube. Plus, you learn something new. It is a win-win after all. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.